Alright, so before I actually crack into this commentary, crack into the heart of it, I want to warn you guys of a couple things. Number one is, I'm going to be talking about politics in this one, and this election results. I know I'm a day late, or a day too late, but whatever. I don't want to hear anything, I don't want to see any comments, I don't want to be told anything regarding race, regarding racism, regarding racist, okay? Those three words I don't want in here. I don't want the word black, I don't want the word minority. None of that is in here, and let me tell you why. This election had absolutely no purpose these last 4 years. You know, and 2008 when he was running and blah 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 blah. This whole election cycle of Barack Obama being president has absolutely nothing to do with the fact of he's black. Okay, I don't care that he's black. That has no difference to me whatsoever. There's plenty of black people that I would like to see as president. And for those of you guys who say Republicans are racist, they don't like black people, they only like white rich people, that is false. For those of you guys saying Democrats are the only ones that look out for minorities and black people and yada yada yada, okay, that's false. Just as, you know, that's false too, because you know, they invented the KKK. The KKK originated from the Democratic Party. Hint hint. Do we need to remind you guys? I don't know. I'm not gonna be talking about the results though, because if you go to a public school, if you have ears, you know what went down on Tuesday night. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you guys what happened. But with the outcome, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it with a straight face. And if you guys can't tell already, if you haven't known already, I am not happy with the outcome. Another thing I have to warn you of: this commentary is bound. I'm gonna be yelling at my computer. I mean, give me a break. I'm most likely gonna be yelling at my computer during this because I'm not happy. I'm mad. I'm not satisfied in the direction our country's heading. It's as simple as that. Now, I could obviously go on hours and days and 24 hours of where we're headed as a country, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna really fast try and sum that up as best as I can. So, there's 23 million Americans out of work that have lost their job in the past 4 years. That's one term under this presidency. Now, for people, another thing, for people to say that this president hasn't had enough time, I laugh at you. And this is what I say. I have people, oh, you know, he hasn't had enough time, let him finish what he does. He hasn't had enough time. He's had 4 years. He's had over 1,000 days in the Oval Office. Why hasn't he moved this country in the right direction? That's what I say. That is I mean, it's as simple as that. He's had 4 years. Alright, this is why Obama won, and this is why Mitt Romney. I'm not going to talk why he lost, because I want to stay positive with this country. But why Obama won, and this is my opinion. I don't care anybody else's opinion. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and leave it down in the comment section. Guys, now leave your comments down below. I want to know what you guys think. Even if you disagree with me, you're bound to lose your debate with me. But it's your personal freedom. You're protected by the First Amendment, which, in fact, we might be losing. It's your right to go ahead and tell me what you think. That's your right. Don't be afraid of that. Okay? Now, this is why this is the meat of this sandwich. The reason Obama won is because there's 23 million Americans unemployed. That sounds stupid, doesn't it? Having the president win because of unemployed people? I mean, come on. But this is why we break that down even further. 23 million people are out of work. Now, for those of you guys who don't understand anything about welfare, or government checks, I will just briefly want to explain it to you. Government checks and welfare are basically where the people can sit home unemployed, do absolutely nothing on their couch and eat potato chips. Now, I know for a fact not all unemployed people are like that. There's a lot of hardworking unemployed people that want a job, that need a job. But then there's also a lot who don't care and can. Honestly, guys, people can survive off unemployment. Why? Because the government gives them money for being unemployed. Now, obviously, they should have some income flowing in, but they should not have what... And I'm not discriminating against anybody that's unemployed. I know times are tough. I know there's a lot of people that are out there like that. And please, I want you to get a job. I need you to get a job. The best way to balance this budget is having people go back to work. 23 million people should have voted for Mitt Romney. But they didn't because they want their welfare to stay intact. That is exactly what happened. Okay? Why? I'm going to pose you guys a scenario here. If you're still listening, answer this question. Why would somebody go work? And remember, that requires effort. You have to put effort into working. Why would somebody go work for 8 hours a day, say, and earn 9 hours? Okay, that's $72 a day. Or you could sit home, do absolutely nothing, which most people do, not all, but most, a good majority, people do is sit home, do absolutely nothing, and they get $7 per hour. The money they get per day is exactly equivalent to $7 per hour with benefits. They get health insurance, they get this and that, everything. Now, obviously, you don't want to be unemployed, but is this scaring these people into getting jobs? It's not. There's 23 million people that should have voted for Mitt Romney. There should be 23 million more jobs that this country can and should have. Mitt Romney proposed a plan of creating 12 million new jobs, and let me tell you, it would have worked. It would have worked. Now, that's about half of the unemployment rate. That would cut the unemployment rate down to around, I say around, 4%. That is very good for a nation this size. And then, with that 4% unemployed, guess what you could do? You could supply them with more to get them on their feet. Now you have 23 million people you need to distribute that money to, and guess what? That number is going to continue to shrink, and shrink, and shrink. And then Obama's going to realize that we have 50 million people unemployed in 3 more years from now, and guess what? They're not going to get any entitlements from the government, because they can't afford to give it to 50 million people. So if you create 12 million new jobs, you have about 12 million unemployed. And you can double that. You can give them more. The best way to balance this budget is to create jobs, not give entitlements out to people who don't even want one. Hard work should pay off, but right now it's not. For the next 4 years, it will not be until the welfare collapses. And I honestly do predict it will. Okay? Now, the direction of this country is not positive right now. I'm going to say that. The next 4 really quick. It took me 4 years to realize that we cannot afford 4 more. It's going to take the rest of everybody who voted 8 years to realize that we can't survive 8 more days with this president. I don't know. I hope you guys did enjoy. Actually, I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys who did vote for Obama, your parents did vote for Obama, learned something. Learn something that how he's destroying our country. I will see you guys another day. Maybe a follow-up commentary will come later, but for the most part, guys, do not give up on America. We will get better, but we got to get this idiot out of the White House first. And I do accept him as a president, but I'm going to see you guys later. Goodbye.